All right, folks, My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 6, Foresight. Let's do this. Oh, he's a... Where does he go from here?
Come up, Momo.
Oh, yeah? He's like, not if I run. Damn it.
Oh, that's gonna be so gross.
He's a...
growing out of you. All right, relax.
Damn, look at those eyes.
Yeah, she determined.
Okay. Oh my goodness. She said,
Sweetheart, who are you posing for? Nobody's around you.
You know, imagine they just all start tripping balls because of the mushrooms.
right? We need Invisible Girl to get completely covered with mushrooms so we can see what she actually looks like.
That is true.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
What if it literally had no use? It was just mushrooms. That like there's got to be something to it, like poison mushrooms. I don't know.
It looks like she's got a whole array of them.
I'm also wondering how this works.
Okay, wait. All right.
Okay.
Because like, are the mushrooms just sprouting on top? Because those are metal surfaces. Like, that's not the ground. You know what I mean?
I guess we're gonna get the 411. Oh,
Okay.
she releases this.
Okay, but
Okay.
what use do they have?
They're just like.
Okay,
2 to
they'll
3 hours.
disappear. Okay.
Also, it doesn't look like they're brushing them off.
Yeah,
this
for
is
real.
gross as fuck.
What?
You can go in the
They have
mushrooms?
little shadows.
Yo.
Whoa, how did she get the whole plan?
Because she's like a giga genius or something.
Nah, she cheated. She read the script. I'm convinced.
Okay. 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 I think Class B might have this one in the bag. I don't know. We'll see, though. But this is the beginning of the episode, and they're getting their time to
Yeah,
shine,
that's
so
true.
then it might flip around at the end.
Hasn't really been that long of a...
It's like, we actually had a
Of an
plan for your plan,
altercation.
so get wrecked. Although they look really discombobulated
They
right
seem
now.
to be pitting like Momo against Kendo as like
Yeah.
the 2 strategists here.
Yeah, class
So
reps. They're both
I guess it's
beautiful.
like if Momo can come up with a better plan.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
What? Is this manga panel?
So is the... That would be dope, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
it
it
might be.
is. It 100% is.
Whoa. Oh, he literally has to say... That's funny.
Oh.
What?
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh.
What?
What?
This is ridiculous.
This is literally me.
He just has to, like, kill people on accident, though, with that quirk,
Yeah,
right?
right?
That laser is just straight up useless. Maybe. What? Oh,
he's
no.
making it more human so the mushrooms grow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that... Oh, dude. Just like
That's
the
nasty.
thought of mushrooms...
It's like, don't worry, 3 hours, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
It's like,
growing
dude,
out of you.
The only thing is, okay, how do they capture them? They got to capture with the class rep girl, right?
Yeah.
Because she's got the big limbs. Yeah, that's how they're
I would
gonna
assume.
finish them off.
Damn, my nigga Deku out here taking notes.
Oh, they all got separated. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
Uh-oh. It's going to be your time to shine. She hasn't even used her... Oh.
Oh, she meant to bitch slap her?
Oh.
Oh.
Damn, she's got some strength behind those hands, though.
Oh, well,
some
yeah.
mitts.
Damn.
With that hands that big?
Yeah. Wow. Battle fist. She's pretty badass.
Big fist. All right, pretty
Okay.
straightforward.
What's the downside? She just can't move. It's too big. Oh, damn. Whoa.
Ooh, damn.
Damn.
No, I don't think not moving is the downside. She's going at it pretty fucking hard.
She's like, not if I pull out a gun. Oh.
Damn.
Oh. Just got to overwhelm
Yeah, but
her.
you know she's got like some. She's been like
She's improved
figured out her
though.
weak
Yeah,
spot,
yeah.
You know?
I hope. Yo, my man has put in hours at the gym.
Damn. Rookie said, "Don't fucking celebrate."
I remember this arc.
Yep.
She had her moment, you know. All right. Damn. Get it, girl.
Damn. Todoroki with the Zenkai boost. Out
Yeah,
here?
right.
Yeah, this was pretty cool.
Yo, that shot though, that was so sick. Mm-hmm. All right. She's like, I'll make infinite shields. Damn, bro, she's just got punching for days. Her shoulders must be killing her. No, but that's what makes you the smart one.
Yep.
Because you know that you know nothing. Socrates.
I remember that chapter.
All right.
Hey.
Uh-oh. All right.
Here,
What she
girl?
got?
Oh.
Okay, guts. What?
Wow. Hey.
Wow. She's gonna kill her.
I think you would just kill them. I'm like, damn.
That's what I'm saying, though. I was like, make a gun. Seems really good.
Well, she made more than a gun.
She took that advice.
She literally
She's like, big hands. Got it. She can't hit me if I shoot her with a bigger gun.
make a cannon out of my boobs.
Basic shonen
It's
logic.
insane, dude. Wild. Oh, dude.
That's
This guy
scary movie
Wow.
shit.
can't stop twinkling.
All right,
She's
can we put this chick down?
She's
Because
baked. She's got to be baked.
She's just.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Ow!
Oh. Oh, okay, so the onomatopoeia words have the properties of the word itself.
Yeah,
It
they
looks
can.
like-
Like
yeah.
zoom, it goes really fast.
He's been going off. Oh my goodness. What did she do this whole fight? Nothing? Got it.
No, they reflected some light off of her to do something. Yeah, that's it.
Damn.
And he's like, and these freaking mushrooms. Bro.
Dude, Momo dead ass pull that fucking
That was guts, dude.
launcher on her.
Oh my god, I thought it was just like her arm, like she was holding it. What the?
Nah,
Oh, she was like right in her face though. That was weird.
No, knowing the show, it's like a net gun. It's gonna like shoot out a big net.
Good thinking. She's like, she's not gonna kill me, right? Oh, does she know?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, wait. Whoa. The recoil, though. Oh.
Oh, shit.
What? She's got me thinking. I have no clue. What is happening? Care package.
Yeah, for real. Help has arrived.
Yo!
It's literally a care package. What you got? Shit.
Ugh. Wait. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Turns out there was a GPS in that lucky bag. Yep, he knows. Oh, you guys are screwed. Oh! What?
Bro, she
What?
made this man fucking thermal goggles.
Yo! Okay.
And this dude with the wow. Like a grab bag.
What the hell?
Ethanol.
What are we planning over here? Oh, disinfectant spray to get rid of the mushroom. Oh. Damn.
Wow.
Way to go, Momo.
Yo, he looks badass.
Yeah, does he? It's like, I'll just wear these all the time.
Yeah. Wow. Damn. Did you get him? It's a spider.
There was. I think I got him.
Oh, no. Oh,
Wait, she's
is the Invisible Girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Show me what you got.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll
Time
take
to
it.
shine. Yo.
She's beating him up.
I like how it's normal strength too. It's not
Yeah, I
like super
know,
strength. She's
yeah.
like, I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Oh, man.
Nani?
The ultimate stand. Oh, tell me that's not a JoJo pose. Come on now. Yo.
You do, bro.
What?
Black Abyss Sabbath. That is a badass dude.
Dude, that was cool.
Every time Dark Shadow hits it with these like.
Okay, Batman. Yo.
Oh wait. Oh they can trap him?
What?
Wait.
Yo,
Wow.
dude, that was awesome.
Wow. That was pretty dope. Way to put the work on him.
Except they didn't win yet.
This is true. They have to like capture.
Oh, son of a biz.
Oh no.
Oh, this crazy chick. Uh-oh. Yeah, poison, bro. Oh my god, dude.
Whoa.
She's crazy.
Going for the lungs.
Oh, yikes.
Well, doesn't training mean that you're not trying to kill him? Damn, Visible Girl's pregnant. Word. Damn.
He's got to be knocked out soon, right? Dude's just taking hits.
I'm invincible.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
No.
Wow, looks like they got it.
Wait, what? Wait, is she?
She got her.
Oh.
Oh.
Holy crap.
Hard to move. Get the hell out of here. What? I guess we had to give one to Class B, though, right? Because I was
Yeah.
wondering, I'm
course.
like,
Yeah,
that was a good way to give character development to Class A.
And I kind of
B.
wanted them to win.
still
Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah.
give them the W.
She's terrifying.
She
So
is.
is he still choking on mushrooms? Like, what's happening here? Is somebody gonna check on him?
Good God.
Help him!
So get this man a freaking ambulance. Get these mushrooms out of here. Shit. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
Damn, I feel like this music's almost too dramatic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
For
just a
this,
little
yeah,
bit.
I was thinking the same thing.
I feel like we just killed somebody, bro. It's like, jeez.
Girls out there.
Facts. Thank you, Mina. Out here making sure the commentary is honest.
All right.
buzzing.
That's it. That's the episode. Damn, that girl
That's it.
literally almost killed him for that win. That's crazy. What if they didn't get him out there out of there
I feel
fast
like,
enough?
yo, so teach like Class B won, and I'll give them the W. But like, can we keep an eye on this one? Because like, she low key willing to kill for a win, and like, we're not even playing for keeps.
Damn, bro,
It's a
that was
little-
crazy.
little discouraging.
Fumikage.
Fumikage
Is
is
his
his name,
name?
right?
Okay.
We're having trouble remembering his name.
Mm-hmm.
He's sweet, man. He's
He
really
is.
cool. The thermal
Yeah.
goggles and everything.
Mm.
That was crazy.
Mm.
And Kendo or whatever, the girl with the huge hands. The fact that she could just walk with a human and a cannon strapped to her.
That's
Are we
true.
gonna? That's pretty impressive. That's crazy.
That is pretty
I
true.
thought Invisible Girl was finally gonna lay the hurt, but
You know what they say about big hands?
big feet.
Big gloves.
Yep.
Just saying.
He's
Just
not
saying. I'm not wrong. I'm just saying.
Anyway, we got some of the other classmates coming up next episode. It looks like Todoroki and such. I have a feeling that the people that are going to win on everyone are the certain characters that that sort of like development or like the mains, right? Because like this was a safe loss for Class A because we still had the Momo development. Yeah. But we needed the development on what's her name? Kendo from the other class because she's kind of the standout, right? So it'd be a little weird if she lost.
And also, like, not to be that guy, but like I have a feeling that any team that like main characters are on, like probably
pretty good shot, unless Class B has an equally important main character. Yeah, which at this point they don't have many.
Unless what's his name, Shinsu. Is like going to be on the B team for one of those matches, and then it's like to show how far he's coming.
Exactly.
Yeah. But then the ending's going to be the same as this, where it's like we lost, but we learned a lot today. We've grown as people. And I'm like, let's be real. Any other school, they'd be like, "Hey, you're a fucking loser!" and like run them off. Like, come on, let's be real. Nobody ends a match like that, and they're like, "I respect you, dog. I respect." Like nobody's that mature. Let's be real here. It's all like, hey, you're poopy, and then they just like throw stuff at each other.
Well, they're high schoolers, not preschoolers.
Bro, is there a difference? Let's be real. I said, you went to high school. Is there a difference?
I'd say a slight difference.
I don't know.
I think we've upgraded from poopy head to butt face, right? In the insult game.
Or just idiot.
Or just cursing.
They're a little bit more.
But I'm just saying, I don't think the mentality's all there.
Point is, I think Todoroki's got this next one, right? Because it's just like, we got to see where we, everything going down.
I don't know. This dude on their team looks like he's got metal.
Yeah.
In both scenarios, Todoroki still whoops your ass. Either freezes you solid or
just melts you. Oh, that'd be brutal if it was like a dark like turn and he literally just melts them alive.
But
and
apparently
it's like, there
people are willing to choke people with mushrooms, so I don't know where the line is anymore.
I love when they were all just like, and we did great. Yeah. Let's all talk about how great we did and how much we love each other. Meanwhile, he's like,
I was concerned.
I'm
like, guys, we have the W. Let him breathe. And they're like, aren't you so glad we all work together? And he's like,
and then they say the effects last like 2 to 3 hours, so he's literally just like dying in the corner.
The mushrooms themselves, I think, last for 3 hours.
I know. It's just the thought that counts.
Yeah, I know. They're not getting them out of there. There's just mushrooms everywhere. It's like, could you retract the mushrooms? Like when we're having our talk, like we won. Like that's it.
Whatever's coming out of, I don't know. It's just
that's amazing.
That was crazy, dude. I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, dude, you got it. I was like, they should take her out first because I was like, she's just so annoying. Like she's this pestilence, and I'm like, that's what I was thinking. If she could make toxic mushrooms, that's actually a huge deal. Like they have to get the hell. Yeah. She just warps the whole landscape of the battlefield. Yeah. And makes it so irritating for you guys to be able to communicate and all that kind of stuff. Like 100%. She was a pain in the ass.
I'm not like, okay. I feel like I say this at least once an episode. But I'm going to keep saying it because it's valid. I feel like Class B, their team was cool. But I feel like again, this training should start getting worked in a direction of like, okay, what would you guys do if you were fighting somebody who could delete your quirk? Or like this like matchup against matchup thing is cool, but it's like I don't think anybody on that Class B team could have taken a real ass villain, right? Or like these and like it or not, those are the people that we're going to be fighting at some point. So it's like I feel like this like you guys versus school classmates versus classmates is like cute and fun and all, but at a point it just becomes like less effective. Because it's like then you get so good at fighting.
Like, what's the next best scenario, right? Do you capture criminals off the street and you go, we will give you your freedom if you could kill one of these kids? And then like you send them out there?
I just mean like even if it's like fighting against the teachers because they have more experience than the kids. So it's like, and some of the teachers' quirks are like a little bit, they're not so like.
Yeah, honestly though, I feel like it should be done the way they're doing, and it's both. Like, because they do fight the teachers and they fight each other. Like you have to fight people at your level to get that boost, and then you fight people above your level because I mean, it's also a mindset thing. Like when you're fighting your peers, you actually have a chance. So it's like a mental game. You're like, I can overcome this. But when it's like All Might, you ain't gonna come out there and ice them. Like it's like you go in there with the thought of, I know I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna try my hardest, but like that's already on a different mental plane of like I got this. I just need to push harder. It's that's how my take on it. I actually think it is effective, but like they're also in high school. Like they're not going out there fighting villains at this. I mean, they are, but the expectation. This is like a weird cause. It's not like every school. And they're like you're fighting the hardest.
Because then they go into. It seems like they go into internships from there. Exactly. They get like an apprenticeship, and then from there they work for an organization that might only deal with crime in X part of the city, or it's like people. It's like I think we've been kind of introduced to this wild scenario, which is like basically every show ever, right? Because always when we talk about our protagonists, it's usually they're like, here's the world, and here's how our protagonist story is going to make this world. It's going to be totally different from what the normalcy would be. So in this scenario, it does seem like crazy because we see like all for ones and we see all these like major league villains all the time. But I guess like if we're trying to go into this world's perspective, that's not the norm. That's not like, you know, what's happening all the time. That doesn't mean to underprepare them, but there's definitely steps, I think, to it. I don't know. I just can't see another way.
What you guys are saying, it just still doesn't make sense to me, because it's like, yeah, that's how this is what the protocol is. Sure. But like, we don't live in a world that has nothing to do but protocols. Like there is a League of Villains out there, and they are gonna stomp on our shit if we're not ready. And we've seen them fuck us up before. So it's like, I feel like it is a little weird that the teachers are like, all right, like let's not talk about or like I don't know. I feel like,
but wouldn't the teachers be also like teaching the students exactly how they went through it? Like, even like give All Might, like there's a whole ancestry that's gone on, and obviously they've learned from their master and their teacher, which I'm assuming is a very similar way to how they're teaching, like, say, Midoriya and like Bakugo and everybody else. So it's like they've gone through the similar steps, and look where they have ended up, and they're more or less replicating it in their own individual way to what they feel is better, till eventually these students get to the level that they're at. So it's like they're going through a similar system that they have, in which they're successful in, and they're just like redoing it.
Do they have the time to do that?
Well, I mean, that's the argument, but the League of Villains, like, they've, like, this has been an ongoing problem for a while. So it's like, do we see it as urgent, in which they're going to take over the world now? And you can argue yes, based off of that Endeavor fight. But then again, it's like, these kids, like, they're still kids by all means. They're in high school. Like, they're not able to, like, they physically can't take that responsibility yet, so you still need to groom them.
Yeah, I just don't see another way of how they do it if they're trying to expedite it besides throwing them out into the real world. And I think the point of it is that the school is the precursor to the real world, in the sense that it's like, yeah, you could do a trial by fire and they probably will expedite some of their learning, right? We see that through Class A, kind of having these like real world scenarios, which definitely works. But the only issue there is that we're not taking into account the people that fail in their trial by fire and they die.
It's very risky.
So it's like, it's a very risky proposition when it's like you have already these established top heroes to be able to take care of that, and you cultivate and take the time for the younger generation to learn, so that when they do jump into the real world, they don't immediately get cut in half.
Yeah, they're not throwing them to the wolves.
You know, they're not throwing them to the wolves. Like, I could see, you know, I guess it's like, because it's like you know, in the scenario we're in, it's like maybe we don't have a choice, like we have to put them out there, etc. But I think it's, you know, it's established that like they have some pretty mainstay heroes, because the only other way with that is like, okay, you fight them with the teachers. But I just know, from like brief, you know, mixed martial arts experience, that'd be like if you went up against your sensei, you know what I mean? And like whatever you're doing, and I could tell you something that would just consist of you getting your ass whooped for an hour straight. You know what I mean? Because it's like, there has to be like a way to progress to that point. And I don't know. It's just like tough.
I do think that like if you fight somebody, if you're constantly training and fighting against somebody stronger than you, like that is steady growth, because you can't. The ceiling is much lower when you're fighting somebody at your level, because there isn't that much more to learn from the person you've. And not saying that it doesn't make sense. Like, it is still valid that they're fighting other students, but I just don't agree that like not training with somebody better than you like means you just get your ass.
No, I think you need a healthy blend.
Yeah,
like, that's the
I agree. And again, coming from like the amount of experience that I do think there is something to be said about having a healthy blend of that, because you'll learn stuff through getting your ass whooped for sure, but there is something to be said where it's like, okay, you learn a new move in jiu-jitsu, right? And there's like fine little intricacies to it and getting your position and all that kind of stuff. And like part of solidifying that move in your brain is repeating it and then trying it in actual combat, and then, you know, success, and like sometimes successfully getting it. The issue is that if somebody outranks you so much and you never even come close to getting into position where you could execute that move or successfully do it, you can't ever learn past that point, because you haven't even gotten, it's like you haven't even gotten like the opportunity to try and practice it. Where it's like, if someone's going at you hard, you're roughly at the same level, but then those opportunities present themselves, you're now able to try and go and secure the move, and you understand it's like, oh, okay, this is how I would do it. And like through doing that and like gradually getting better and better, now you might be good enough where you could put your master into like get them close to a position of that. But if you just get like absolutely crushed.
Yeah. I get what you guys are saying. I guess it's just frustrating because it's like we've seen where the ceiling like of their skill has to be before they can be like valid. I mean, and like maybe not the kids again, so fair enough, but it's like it's such a slow burn watching these kids grow. Like, we're literally watching like every single millisecond of their step forward, and I'm almost like, I don't care. I almost like just fast track to when like shit needs to happen.
Maybe that's
like,
it then, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
like,
not necessarily the training. It's just the fact that we're taking
the training. It's the
it's
fact that we're
taking
watching
so
every
much
second
time.
of it.
To focus
and it's
on
like,
it.
I don't like, you know, I feel like it's like, oh, good, we've become closer to heroes.
Sure.
And I'm like, yeah, by a centimeter, but like,
yeah,
we got like, there's like real world shit happening, and I'm like,
then I'd go with the pacing of the show.
Yeah. That I totally agree with. Yeah, I think that I'm totally in agreement that not that I discount the training, but it is like, do we really need to look at every single second of said training? Like, I do definitely think there's something to be said about, you know, maybe skipping a little bit or implying that it's like, okay, we went through this and then getting to that real world shit where it's like Endeavor, the Nomus, the League of Villains, and it's like, okay, the kids have done this. And it's like, you could argue it's like, yeah, well, we want to see their growth and their progression because then it makes more sense when it's used, right, later. But it's like, there are so many characters in the show, dude. It's like, I could see that for like a couple of our main crew,
and let's
but it's
be
like,
real,
you're
with
going to
the
go through that with
popularity of the
everyone?
show, it's going to be a One Piece 2.0, so expect 1,000 episodes because that is the pacing that they're taking,
so
and that's just
rough,
the
dude.
reality of it. Like,
because it's like you could have showed me all this progression with like with all these characters, to be honest, like when a new fight happens, and it's like I would have been fine. I didn't need this moment isolated. Like I could have taken this moment when like shit hits the fan again and like it matters.
And
it's
like let's be real, like, okay, I'll eat my words on this one if I'm wrong, so I'll admit it, but like, how many fights are we going to see that Mushroom Girl in? I'll throw it a guess. One max. You know what I mean?
fair.
Like that are like
Even said,
relevant
like, her
and
combat
impact.
ability.
or they're
like,
going to be in the
impact the
background
show.
of a relevant fight with their main characters, and they like tip the hat where it's like she used her mushroom, and then that's it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Where it's like they're not actually doing the things that Bakugo, Deku, Todoroki, Momo, like that. You know, class. To be honest,
it's like it's such a tease because if they were doing some shit where it's like, oh, we're studying to learn like this move and like reading, you know, if it was like not fighting, but it's the fact that like the setting and everything is so close to like what. Like, I feel like where we should be at, but it's like we're just taking our sweet ass time getting there that I'm like, just like go faster, like move. I'm just, the pacing is just really fucking with me, dude. I'm like, they're like, Deku's like, we've become closer to heroes. And I'm like, but like not by much, bro. And like, I'm sure, you know, in a year you could say that and it'll, because you have a year's worth. But that's my point is that like, I don't want to watch what happened between Monday and Tuesday. Like I care about like Monday this year to Monday next year or like even a couple months. But it's like something about this like, it's just so many episodes. We're just like episode 6, bro, and we're still on this like one little. Even if we just did like a couple.
And you know the next episode is going to be that, and at least like 3 more, something like that, right? Because how many more teams we got? Like at least like what 2-3 more teams per class that have the class.
And what year are we in high school still? Isn't this still the first year?
Still the first
like that's what I'm getting. Like you got 4 years of high. Like you better buckle down, dog, because I don't think this is getting any faster.
I think
like
it's
from
3
what I've heard
years,
from the manga, it's like the same thing.
This rant is just me, Gavin, slowly realizing like that this is going to turn into One Piece, and I'm like,
I got it from people that read
really
the
ready
manga.
for
I'm
it.
like, is this picking up? And they're like, no, the manga like goes through every year of high school. And I'm like, all right, what year are we on? And they're like, the first year. And
they should release like,
like, what do you mean the first year? Like,
they should release like a light manga.
It's been 5 years over here.
They should release a light manga that just cuts through like any high school shit that you don't want to like go through. Where it's
That's
like,
it.
This event happens, and then this event like 2 years later happens.
I have a proposition for anime or shows in general. If we had to wait a year to get it back, then I don't want to see you in the same school year. You're going to be back the next school year because it's been a
Like
year.
everything moves
right?
relative
Yeah, everything
real time.
removes
The
to
only thing
relative
that
time.
sucks is shows that don't get picked up for another 6 years. It's like Deku's like a full grown man now, and
I will scale it back if it's an ongoing show. All right, if it's like a My Hero, right? Oh god,
it is
I
just
don't know,
like
bro. It's
it
just
is
like crazy.
so fucking slow.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like you know what it is? It's like slow and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like yes, they're different characters and yes, they're like learning their new abilities and they all contribute in different ways, but it's the same setup. It's like 5 students versus the other 5 students. They try to capture him. Oh, we got over you. Just kidding. We got like it's the same thing, and we're on episode 6, bro. Like, how many more episodes? Is it just this thing where it's like something happened?
Yeah, and it's not an idea that's independent to this show. Like every show does this in some way, shape, or form. So it's kind of like you already know, not that you know what's going to happen, but you've seen it before. So it's like, give me something different. Like, give me some more cake.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of stakes in these arcs, and that's what really bothers me. Where it's like I could see if we had 15 minutes dedicated to this and 5 minutes dedicated to like what's going on with Hawks and the organization and like some more insight into Endeavor, or we get a shot of Shigaraki with the League of Villains and it's like they're making their next Nomu, whatever, right? But the issue is that, like you said, it's the same thing every episode and there is no deviation from it. It's just straight up a 20-minute block for 6 episodes in a row of them doing exactly this. And I know nobody's dying. I mean, that episode kind of had me guessing, but nobody's dying, right? Nobody's like, if anything, you just lose. Right, like the team loses. Like there are no stakes. Like I said, right? Deku's just like one step closer. You know what I mean? It's like
or
but
even like when they lose, it's like, all right, you lost. Good job.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like, what does that matter?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing? Even if it was like, if you lose this, you fail, right? Like if it was something like that, like crazy, right? Where it's like, obviously that's a little extreme, but if it's like, you know, or people will be like, oh, well, their grades will be worse than that. Let's be real. We know like virtually everybody's passing, you know, if not everyone.
Also,
so
it's like, why does that matter to me? As a viewer, I don't give a fuck if your grades are worse or not. Like, are you still in the show? Then I will give a fuck about you. It's like this, like, oh, if the thing is, it's like, oh, well, you probably don't need to show like the stakes aren't high enough to show this, then I'm like, why do it? Like, what does it matter to see?
Yeah.
Like, if you rewatch this season, I feel like once we get to the end, you could dead ass skip these episodes. Bro.
I
like
totally
these
agree.
last 3 episodes, you could skip them and somebody be like, oh, they had a match and like these people won. Because I get, there's no like you said, there's no, nothing happens after this. Like, it's just like, we just do this again and again and again.
And I just want to say this point. I'm already waiting for the comments, like in the comments, they're like, you can't bash it now. They have it. Like, this is the lull until they build up and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, we get that. But that's like the part that we're critiquing is the lull period and how it's just not interesting.
It's
really.
too
like,
much of a lull,
it is.
Really. You know what I mean? Yeah, because that's the argument. And fair enough, I could see it. It's like, I said this in the beginning of the rant. It's like, sure, when you see these moments of growth, centimeter by centimeter, the payoff will be nice when we see one of these characters in a fight where they pull out all the stops and they have the team synergy between the class like A and B. And it's like, you know, freaking Kendo's using her hand to throw someone over a bridge that then does some like crazy shit. And, you know, it all comes together and like, that's great. But I do think that there is like a sacrifice to reward ratio that has to be hit, and it's like there's only so much character development you could do before it's just like too much, and it's like, okay, that's the prime amount, like that's enough, and I would still get that there's a payoff later on, right? It's like, you know, when Naruto or Sasuke fight what's his face in Boruto and you see all of the things come together, you know what I mean? But it was like that was a whole, like we didn't spend, I don't know, whatever. I'm going
or
off.
even if it was like just that, like you were saying, like if you cut back and forth between like this shit going on and like Hawks or whoever or Endeavor or whatever, like doing some outside world stuff just to like mix it up. Because then it's like I come back in and I'm like, all right, here's the next match. You know, it's like nothing feels like it's moving.
Especially
take out
when
the
it's like
flashback and use the 2 minutes to do that at least.
Oh, right? Yeah, it's like that's what I mean. It's so much of this just feels like we're like purposely trying to slow down the momentum.
Literally.
And like as a viewer, I notice and I'm like irritated by it. It's like why?
For sure. Anyway, rant over for now.
Watch, fast forward. We're gonna get to the actual points that we're talking about that we want to hit. We're gonna be like, this is the best show ever. This is it's like you just rewind, then it's.
I'm sure it'll be great.
Oh, no, it's going to be, yeah.
I think I said this before recording to you. I was like, because we were talking about the show, and we were like, this art, and I'm like, I said personally, I'm like, when the show hits, it hits.
It does.
Right? Like, like last season, when we had the Endeavor fight, or like, you know, All Might versus All for One, or, you know,
Overhaul.
some of those, or, you know, the Overhaul arc when it's there, like, those arcs specifically, like, they do well. They hit really hard, and I get really excited for them. Like, this is a good show. Like, I'm there.
It's like,
but it's just the inconsistency that kills me.
It's because they
know?
go from like stuff happening, you know, in a lot of those arcs you mentioned, to like these arcs where it's like, all right, let's go over our textbooks, and it's like, that's my thing. It's like after seeing that shit, I would come back and I'm like, dude, I don't care what's in this book.
Yeah, it's a pattern.
Like,
it's like they're creating the pattern of like, I don't want to watch this. This is amazing. Oh, I don't want to watch
literally.
this. This is me. Like it's
annoying. Which has literally gotten me off of shows before. The Walking Dead, kind of to throw that one under the bus, is like to me a guilty one of that, right? Like a perpetrator where it was like there were really high highs and really low lows, and it's like, dude, how much longer am I going to stay on here? Like, is it even worth it? I'll watch another show that's just consistently good. I think the consistency,
or like wait until it's, you know,
until
and just binge it later, or just read the manga at that point. You know what I mean? But you know,
like I've heard, and I don't like, you know, like I like this show, but it's just like there's just there's shit like this where like you're watching it again, right? It's because like we're doing this weekly. It's like, oh my god, like just hurt. Hit the fast forward button.
Like, dude, it's like in the moment it's cool, but then you look back on it and you're like, come on.
Yeah. You gotta go backwards and whatever. Anyway, all right, now the rant's over, right? We're good? We're done ranting?
Yeah.
And another thing. Anyway, that was our reaction / review to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 6. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure if you are going to comment your thoughts down below and you have a disagreeing opinion, which is totally valid, just be
improbable,
and that's fine. Just be respectful, obviously, and courteous, and understand that it's okay to have differences of opinion. And we are still going to watch the show because, like I said, Isaiah said at the end of the day, the show, and like I said, when the show hits, it hits, and it's good. And it's not that I sit here and I'm just like, I feel like I'm getting a root canal for 20 minutes. Like, it's not that extreme. I just know that the show is capable of so much.
It can be better.
So it's so tough to be able to see the stuff that isn't, producing that highest yield. Yeah. And maybe that's just because we're spoiled and we want things when we want them. But, fair enough. It's just that we have a million anime at our disposal. So we're just like, I'll just click this off and watch something else. If this was it, then we'd be like, let's go, But anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys are smashing like, subscribing to the channel, hitting that bell if you are new here so you don't miss any future live reactions or content. Also commenting your thoughts down below. Like I said, what did you think of our reaction, our discussion, this episode in particular? What are your thoughts on this arc and what we discussed afterwards? I'm curious to know that. Honest opinions here. Don't worry. Don't hold back. It's not like the creators of My Hero are going to hunt you down and be like, you don't like my show? You
just have
and if they do, we're screwed.
Yeah. If they're doing that, we're done anyway, right? So I am curious to hear your thoughts, or to read your thoughts down below as well. Make sure you guys are referring to our description where we have things like the AOA show, our main channel where we have things like video essays, podcast discussions, skits, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. Definitely want to subscribe there and hit us up on Patreon. Link is in the description as well. So you can get exclusive benefits to the show while supporting us. It's really a win-win. One of those including access to live reactions that are unedited and unfiltered, at least in the form that you see them on YouTube. So if that sounds like something that would interest you, definitely want to go check out that Patreon and hit us up on Discord. But until next time, folks, thank you so much for watching. We will catch you all next time. Peace.
Ninjas are samurais, blazing the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start, my hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard, left them in one piece, no